Hey everybody, it's Carrie and I am back with another weekly chat video. How have you guys been doing this week? It's been a pretty good week for myself. I hope you guys have all had an awesome week as well. So I've got a few different topics to chat with you this week, so this may be longer than the past couple of chat videos. You know me, I can really ramble. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started with it. I'm going to go ahead and start with eBay per usual. I had 4 eBay sales and I was thrilled about those. And then I had another sale, and I'm kind of going to talk to you about that one. I'm not going to mention any names or anything like that, but it was from somebody who watches my YouTube videos. She sent me an email and wanted to know if I would be willing to sell my Alexander Wang Rocco bag. And it's a bag I've had about 3 years or so. And it was my everyday bag for almost 3 years. And I loved that bag. I used it a lot, more so than any of my other bags. And, you know, originally it wasn't on my radar to sell, but I said, you know, I emailed her back and said, there's some damage to the bag, the strap is broken, I hate to say corners, but that's the best way I can use to describe it, but because the bag is round, so technically it doesn't have corners, but on the edges of the bag, not where the studs are, but on the edges, on the bottom, there was some wear and stuff and a little bit of damage to that area. And so I told her all about that. I took like, I think 25 photos and emailed those to her. She said she was still interested in the bag, so we came to an agreement, and that bag got shipped off to her, I believe, on Thursday. So I hope she enjoys that bag, and if you're watching this video, I hope you enjoy that bag. You know who you are. And so I just wanted to say, and now first of all, I am not trying to push anything that I'm selling onto you guys at all. But if you have seen something, I'm just going to throw this out there. If you have seen something that I have that you may be interested in buying it, even if it's not listed on my eBay page, just send me an email. I will contemplate it. I may say, you know what, at this point in time, I'm still happy with that item. I'm still using it. I am not interested in selling it. Or I may go, you know what, I might sell that. So there's things like that. So if you are, never hesitate to send me an email. All I can do is say no, right? And I may say yes. And then we'll work on an agreement. And you know, I've got to be honest with you. I don't mind going this route whatsoever. I've been thinking about that kind of strongly this week. Either selling off of Instagram or YouTube. I've got more subscribers on YouTube than followers on Instagram, so I originally wanted to try to sell on Instagram, but I just didn't make that work. And I did start an Instagram page called Karrie's Closet, and closet was with a K, but it didn't work out because I just didn't have enough followers. But you know, one thing I like about doing it is there's no eBay fees. That's the biggest reason. And that's when I sold that particular bag, for the price that I didn't jack the price way up, but I thought it was a fair price, but I still saved quite a bit of money from just the eBay fees, and I didn't have to put that back on the buyer, like add more money in it to save on the fees. So I really like doing it that way, and I also feel like if it's somebody that kind of knows me a little bit, even though you may not know me personally, I feel like you've kind of gotten to know me a little bit through watching my videos. You may feel a little bit more safe buying from me than just a complete stranger. I'm just kind of guessing. I know I would. If I watched somebody and they were selling something and I was interested in it, and after watching their videos, I would feel safer about doing that, but that's just my thoughts. So I ended up with a total of 5 sales this week. There was one item that sold on that I'm going to do a separate video, and I'm not going to tell you what that is in this video. It's going to be probably Wednesday's video, I'm guessing, or it'll be a Wednesday video. And it's not really controversial whatsoever, but I feel like it is something for me. I had to make a decision to do that, and I will go into details about that item later. It's no big deal. I'm probably making it sound like a big deal. It's not a big deal at all, but I think it deserves its own video, so that's going to be a Wednesday video. Let's see. I have been contemplating I'm moving on to a different topic. I have been contemplating doing a little bit of the one in, one out fashion, kind of along those lines. I've heard other people talk about it where if they buy a new handbag, one handbag has to leave their collection, or if they buy a new pair of shoes, one pair of shoes has to leave their collection. So I'm not certain I'm going to follow it along the lines of the handbags, because I feel like right now all of the ones that I do have remaining I want to keep for the time being. There is one that I'm on the fence about selling. I still love the handbag, but I'm going to get into a little bit of a story later in this chat video about looking at another handbag to buy, and I may need to let that one go. But speaking of handbags, while I'm on that right now, you will see a handbag reveal this coming Friday if you want to come back and watch that one. I'm very excited about that one. I've had that one for a little while, so I did end up selling like the Speedy, the Louis Vuitton Speedy, and then so I feel like that was kind of a little bit of exchange right there. And now that the Rocco is gone, I feel like, you know, I'm kind of doing the one in, one out thing, but I'm not sure about it. And on the shoe thing as well, I will tell you, the video I'm going to do separately, it was a pair of shoes. But I did get another pair of shoes, and I'm going to be doing some other filming today after this chat video. I've been a little bit spendy this week, not the whole month, just this week, and so you know, I'm going to get into, I'm going to film a couple of the mini haul videos in a little bit after this video. And so I've really been thinking hard about that one in, one out thing. And I know I'm kind of rambling right now and trying to get my thoughts a little bit clearer. But so far I've kind of been doing it this week. Sold a pair of shoes, got a pair of shoes. Now, the handbag that's going to be revealed, I had it for a little while, so it's not like a new handbag just came into me. But the Rocco has gone, so I feel like, well, now that that one's gone, maybe I can go ahead and get another one, and I do have the money for it. I'm just telling you right off the bat. So, anywho, let's move on past that. And I do have the story about this handbag coming up in a little bit. Lip balms. I've done quite a few lip balm reviews on this channel, and I have ordered some new ones. And so Paula's Choice lip balm, and I think it was Lip and Body Balm, I believe was the name of it. That one was highly recommended to me, so I have ordered that one. It has not come in yet. And then I have seen a couple of different videos where different YouTubers were given or shipped from like PR from the Emile Cordon brand. I've never heard of that brand before, but I checked it out. Both of the people just kind of opened it up. One lady put it on and said it felt really nice. The other lady said, oh, it smells really good. And so I went ahead and placed an order for a couple of those lip balms. They're very pricey. The Paula's Choice one was $15 plus tax. The Emile Cordon, I want to say was $42, and I ordered 2 of them. Oh my goodness. The reason I ordered 2, this is so crazy, but I think people do this a lot, is it says you get free shipping if over a $75 purchase. But I think they only sell the lip balm, so I don't know why they use $75 because the lip balms were $42. Anyway, can you do the math? You were basically forced to buy 2 lip balms unless you wanted to pay $10 for shipping. So to save the $10 shipping, I bought a second lip balm. Crazy, I know. But there is one, I don't know when they're going to be in. Each one has a name, so it'll be like number whatever and then the name. I know I ordered the Coco one for a couple different reasons. I thought it was cute because I have a dachshund named Coco, and I like the description of it. It's supposed to be like a coconut scented or flavored. And then there was one, I don't remember the name of it, but it had like, I think a lemon scented one. So I was highly interested in that one. Or maybe it was lemongrass. I don't remember, but it sounded kind of interesting. Then there was a rose one. So I was debating between the yellow one, that's the lemon, I think, scented, and the rose one. And I think I went with a lemon one. And if they turn out to be really good, I really want to order that rose one. But I thought, you know what, you never used it before. You're extremely picky about your lip balms, and they're pricey. So stop it too. Yeah. I do have the Chanel one on my radar to purchase in the future, the Chanel lip balm. There's one from Guerlain I've heard good reviews about. So I've got, you know, over this year I will be doing more of those lip balm reviews if you're interested in that. Let's see. I think I'm going to tell you about this handbag that I'm interested in. I'm going to tell you the story, and then I will go get the puppies. You may be able to hear them barking there behind me in there. Anyway, so on Thursday or Friday, the end of this week, I saw a photo of the Pochette Matisse in pink. Oh my goodness, it is beautiful. Anyway, the Pochette Matisse has been on, from Louis Vuitton, has been on my wish list since last year, 2016. So I put it on my 2017's wish list. And at the time I started really getting interested in the bag, they had the normal looking monogram one. They had the reversed monogram one, and I think there might have been one other color, but I was like, you know, I thought the reverse monogram was interesting, but I didn't really want to invest in that one. So I was like, you know, the monogram, that was the one I put on my wish list because that was basically all they had at that point in time. Now, I've never been a huge fan of the Louis Vuitton monogram canvas. Just not, you know, I like some of their other canvases better and their other leathers a lot better, but not so much that monogram canvas. But I was like, you know, when I looked at the Pochette Matisse, I was like, you know, I really don't mind it on that handbag, and I am loving the way the handbag looks. I've seen it in photos, I've seen it in videos, I've gone to the Louis Vuitton store, I've seen it in person, I've looked at it. I am in love with that bag so far. Now, obviously I don't have one, haven't used it, so I can't go past that point. But from the way it looks, I really like that handbag. Well, somebody showed a photo of it on Instagram in pink. It's the monogram pink. I believe it's the empreinte leather. I think that is what it is. I may be mispronouncing all of that stuff. And I was like, oh my goodness, I've got to have that bag. That is the one for me. Now that they've got it in pink, and I love me some pink. So I called the store and I asked them if they had the bag in the store, and they said, no, we don't have it, but they have it in other stores. You can call and order it. And I'm like, okay. So I did attempt to call their Louis Vuitton's main number, and nobody, I could never get anybody answered. I tried it several times, and it just kept saying all of our customer service representatives, or whatever they say, are busy or currently with other customers. So I just said, forget it. So I decided to go to the store and just see them in the store, and I said, you know what, if it's available, I'll just have them order it in the store. So I went to the store Friday evening, and there were like 3 sales associates in the store, and I told them what I wanted. And the first thing I noticed was that they kept pronouncing it the Pochette Matisse. And I'm thinking, I don't think it's Matisse. I mean, I have watched so many different YouTubers talk about this handbag, and people have actually said it's Matisse. Over and over and over again, it's Matisse. And these people are like oh shoot, my mind just went blank. Minx for All Minnie. She is like a Louis Vuitton expert. She's got so many of them. And then there was Jerusha from Jerusha Couture. She's got one. And she knows a lot about Louis Vuitton, so everybody's like, it's Matisse. And so they were pronouncing it as Matisse in the store, which I thought was a little bit odd. And they said, oh, we don't have that bag, we don't know when we're getting it. Even the Pochette Matisse in the monogram, they're all sold out for 2017. We don't even know if they're going to make the bag again. It may be gone. And I was like, well, all this is interesting. I said, but the pink one is on the website. It's right here. And it says, call this number if you're interested. And she says, well, we don't know if it's coming out or when we're going to get it. I said, is there a list I can get my name on? And they're like, yes, you can get your name on this list. And I think they said there was 2 other people in Nashville that were on the list. And so if I have the money set aside for this bag, if I get that call, I will be getting that bag. So that will be the next handbag reveal after the one coming up on Friday. And I had no intention of, I don't even know when it's coming. They could call me today. I don't know. I doubt it, but it could be soon, or maybe in a month. I will tell you as soon as I get that call. If I get it, I'm planning on getting it, and I will show it to you guys. I had no intention of really, if it happens where it's a short period of time between the reveals, that was never really my intention to get to that close together, but I've been saving aggressively, and so if I can get my hands on that bag, that is my next bag. So I just wanted to tell you that little bit of story there. It is a little bit frustrating because I was like, you know, on one hand I was told they have it and it can be ordered, and on the other hand they were like, no, it's not out yet, no stores have it. I did see a video on YouTube of a lady in Canada who got the black one. And she said it was released, I want to say on March the 10th in Canada. So I'm like, these bags are out, and so, but why won't you let me have one? Anyway, I'm going to stop rambling about all this right now, and I'm going to go get Chanel and Coco so you can see them. I'm going to show you Chanel is doing just fine. Let me go ahead and tell you the story first because they may be acting up and hyper. So I took her to the vet last Saturday. I told you that she was having, it looked like a stitch was going to pop through her stomach. Well, I was a worried puppy mom, and that really wasn't about to happen according to the vet. I thought it was. It looked like it was to me. So the vet looked at her just for a matter of probably seconds because I kind of delivered Chanel, and within a couple minutes the vet was coming back out and he was holding her. He just said it's a reaction to the suture. It's going to go away on its own. And, you know, by the next couple days, it was flat. It wasn't bulging out anymore. So she is perfectly fine. And so I'm thankful about that. It was just me being an overly worried puppy mom. And she did do something that was a big no-no this week, and she got sick. I had this plastic thing that you stick in your drain to catch hair. That is an issue if you've got a lot of hair. She got a hold of one of those and ate part of it and got very sick and threw up a few times, and that stuff came up. So, but she's fine now. But she's just not been, you know, been having some issues. But other than that, she's fine. So let me go ahead and get them. You guys may have heard them barking a bit in this video. It is what it is. They are puppies, or they're dogs now almost. Not puppies so much anymore, and they bark a lot. But let me go ahead and get them, and I'll be right back. I've got Chanel right now, and Coco's still walking around a little bit. They're getting so big that it's hard to hold them both at the same time and get them to cooperate like this. So I thought, let me just do one at a time. And this is a never-ending battle with their ears. I'm constantly flipping their ears back over. I'm like, it's a full-time job just to keep their ears flipped over. But Chanel is doing really well. Here she is. And so, say, I feel so much better since I stopped eating that thing, don't you? Yes, you do. Yes, you do. So she's doing well. Let me grab Coco. She's trying to get under the couch right now, and that's not a good thing. Coco's so, there's her ears. She's got both of them back. Look, Coco. Look at yourself. Look at yourself. She looks so funny like that. Oh, sorry about Chanel. Chanel, shh, shh, shh. Anyway, Coco likes to get under the couch and scratch at stuff, so she's not supposed to do that, and she knows it, but she said, I tried anyway. Chanel. So they're doing really, really well, and Coco is just being her usual hyper self. And as far as like eating stuff that she shouldn't, she doesn't quite do that as much as Chanel does, or at least I haven't experienced that. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end this video now. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Bye-bye, guys.